If this is the best you have, I'll make do. But you're certain the neural stimulators are compatible with both my suit and Asari physiology?
Absolutely. In fact, I use this model at home, sir.
Oh. Do you?
This is your Uncle TreeJam, and we are back with Mass Effect 2. Last time we made our way to Ilium, an Asari colony dominated by corporate interests, to reunite with Liara T'Soni and pursue some leads on Samara's and Thane's locations. Along the way we reunited with Gianna Parasini, a Noveria internal affairs agent, and received a message from the Rachni Queen. But we have not yet met Liara T'Soni, at least as far as reuniting with her on Ilium goes. Let's go ahead and make our way to where Liara is headquartered. So we're going to move past these terminals.
How can you short sell on prefab?
We're going to skip that conversation because I went ahead and went through it. We are going to go ahead and note for now that Cirrus technology discount we got last time for dealing with Harmia, who was selling the illegal schematic that was stolen from Noveria. That discount is still good. But before we continue, let's go ahead and note Nyxeris here. She is Liara's assistant. She's got a bit of a dark little secret going on, but we're not going to find out about it just yet. But let's talk to her.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Liara will be pleased to see you.
You're Liara's assistant?
Yes. Liara relies upon me to acquire useful intelligence. I don't have her network of contacts, but I supply her with supplemental data. It's really an honor to work with her.
Yeah, I love how insincere she sounds in that tone.
What's Liara's reputation here on Ilium?
She is greatly respected. In a few short years, she's amassed a sizable network of connections. She could have even more political power than she already wields if she weren't so focused on her personal goals. But I believe she should tell you about that, not me.
I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander.
If you want to look the part, you should probably be a little bit more fake the enthusiasm. I don't know. But hey, spoilers. But here's Liara T'Soni. She's actually in the next room, and she has some, well, she's up to a little bit of a darker persona since the last time we saw her in Mass Effect 1. Or rather, in this case, near the beginning of Mass Effect 2.
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have. I'll make it simple. Either you pay me, or I flay you alive. With my mind. Shepard! Nyxeris, hold my calls. My sources said you were alive, but I never believed. It's very good to see you.
You're threatening to flay people alive now?
Oh, that was just a customer unhappy with the information he received. He'll pay. They always do. Ever since I helped you stop Saren, people have wanted to be my friend, or not be my enemy. I've set up a respectable business as an information broker. It's paid the bills since you... well, for the past 2 years. And now you're back, gunning for the Collectors with Cerberus.
If you know that, then you know that I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. I'm sorry. I have commitments here, things I need to take care of.
Now back on the Normandy, we did receive a message from Cerberus regarding intel on the Shadow Broker. Liara T'Soni is actually pursuing the Shadow Broker, so that might be something that she wants to have at some point. But for the time being, let's not give her that intel at all. Let's help her out with a few side quests here on Ilium.
What kind of things do you need to take care of? Are you in trouble?
No trouble. But it's been a long 2 years. I had things to do while you were gone. I have debts to repay. Listen, if you want to help, I need someone with hacking expertise, someone I can trust. If you could disable security at key points around Ilium, you could get me information I need. That would help me a great deal.
What's this all about, Liara? Can't you just talk to me?
Don't you think I want to, Shepard? This isn't because I don't trust you. This is Ilium. Anything I say is probably being recorded.
Hacking a terminal sounds pretty easy. Why do you need me?
I don't know anyone else I can trust. Hacking the security node won't get you the data. It just creates a minor glitch in the system. You'll have a short time to find a local server left vulnerable by that glitch and upload the data to my system. I'm leaving my own system vulnerable so that the data can be imported during that short time.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
When you hack one, a server will open somewhere nearby for a short time. You can download data from there, if you hurry. Thank you, Shepard. This may help me pay a great debt.
In the meantime, we can also ask her about Samara the Justicar and Thane Krios.
There's an Asari named Samara here on Ilium. Do you know where I could find her?
Samara. Yes. She arrived recently and registered with Tracking Officer Dara. You can find Dara at the transportation hub.
Why would Samara have to register with a tracking officer? Is she a criminal?
No. In fact, she's quite the opposite. Samara is a Justicar, one of an ancient sect of Asari warriors. Dara can tell you more.
I'm looking for Thane Krios. He's supposed to be here on Ilium.
The assassin? Yes. He arrived here a few days ago. My sources tell me he may be targeting a corporate executive, Nisana Dantius. He contacted a woman named Serena. Serena has an office in the cargo transfer levels. Perhaps she can tell you where Krios is.
So that right there was a very familiar name. Back in Mass Effect 1, we helped out Nisana Dantius. She actually gave us an assignment with the ruse of attempting to save her sister and deal with some slavers / mercenary pirates. Unfortunately, she did not tell us that her sister was in charge of that group. We ended up taking down the leader of that group, and Nisana Dantius was pleased to hear that their sister was dead. So, if you ever did that mission Mass Effect 1, or rather this in case it's actually an assignment, when you finally meet up with this Dantius, you're going to have a bit of a moment where she recognizes you and immediately knows what you're there for.
That was all just off the top of your head?
I'm a very good information broker, Shepard. The world of intrigue isn't that different from a dig site, except that the dead bodies still smell.
Thanks for the help. That's all I needed to know.
Of course. If there's anything else I can help you with, let me know.
Now, if you want to go ahead and start the DLC here for the Sheriff Broker, that's what you have to choose. We're not going to do that. Doing this will cheat us out of our ability to gain access to some side questing here on Ilium. That may give us a little pick-me-ups here and there as far as resources and credits go.
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
Actually, I don't even remember what the rewards the assignments here are for. I don't remember if she gives you money or resources, or if the main thing is just experience. Either way. But Nisana Dantius is going to assume that when you finally meet her, that you're there to kill her. Little does she know that we're actually here for the assassin going after her. For the time being, let's move on. We have a few more places we can hit up.
If this is the best you have,
We'll skip that conversation.
But you're certain
By the stars, your skin looks amazing. You're not using biotics to touch things up, are you?
And I believe we have another moment to reminisce here. Back around this way, you will find the bit of a, I believe it's called the Eternity Bar.
I'm gonna have that asshole arrested.
It's actually around this way where we find the Eternity Bar. There's actually a familiar face from Mass Effect 1, and it seems that unfortunately he's been making some trouble for the businesses here.
Watch yourself if you go in there. Some human is causing trouble. He's demanding that I sign the place over to him.
I'll be careful.
Or you could kill him. You know, legally, in self-defense. I'd make a really good witness. Failing that, I'm hooking up security cameras now. If he or anybody else causes trouble, I'll have their asses arrested.
Now, the funny thing is I did actually get the opportunity to play Mass Effect 2 without the import, and for some reason, she immediately just "Are you Shepard?" and then she just slaps me. But somehow importing a save circumvented that from Mass Effect 1, I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, and speaking about galactic news, this does remind me that I probably need to go back to some saves and upload a video about what's happened since Horizon. I wanted to go ahead and do one before Horizon, so I went ahead and hit up a terminal at the Citadel before I hit Jack's recruitment mission. Unfortunately, there wasn't a whole lot. There were a couple new news reports and that was about it, so I went ahead and decided to wait until after Horizon, and once I go back to the earlier save that I have still intact in my save order, I'll go ahead and just go to the Citadel, maybe hit up Omega, you know, if maybe. The big problem with Omega is that when the news reports play on the station, you can't really control the flow of the reports, nor can you see subtitles. And that for me is a huge gripe that I have. It certainly adds to the ambiance, the news reports themselves, but just not being able to hear the subtitles, or, you know, when you can't clearly hear everything they're saying, it's nice to have subtitles to know and to see what's going on. But yeah.
So then he says, oh, it's okay. Our amino acids are all different, so it's not like we can get diseases or anything if we go natural.
I'm telling you, this is why you shouldn't date humans.
So then I had to explain about cross-species fluid contact. Completely killed the mood.
Not to mention that you're a Quarian. How could he be so insensitive?
And a little bit more about what it's like for this Quarian and Turian to be having discussions. I don't know if I want to spoil it just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The Turians have been interested in the Quarian, but the Quarian has some ways of taking care of her own urges. You know what we're talking about here, folks.
You deserve somebody who respects you. Somebody who's going to treat you right.
Oh, I think I'm just going to stop dating for a while.
No, don't do that. Don't let some human spoil you.
It's always the same thing. Ooh, she could get sick. She's vulnerable. I wonder what she looks like under the helmet.
You'll find someone out there who cares about you for who you are. Someone whose food you can eat, even.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. There's a little bit more to the conversation, so let's keep hitting it up. Let's keep moving in.
If you're hurting for things to do, maybe after work we could catch a vid or something.
Oh, that's sweet. But I'm okay. A little dry spell isn't gonna kill me.
We could watch Fleet and Flotilla. It got awards for its portrayal of Turian and Quarian relationships.
Anyway, if worst comes to worst, I did have the nerve stimulation program built into my suit.
And I hear that the love scenes are... what?
Oh yeah. Standard equipment for any responsible adult. Oh, here. Let me fire it up. Excuse me, human. Private conversation? Ugh.
A little space, please.
Hey, buddy. Oh man, that Turian right there, just like, I can't tell if he feels defeated or he's just like, if he's in the TMI zone.
So then he says...
Okay, that's the last bit.
It's okay.
Yeah, just want to double check. But there were gonna be a few more mentions of the Nerve Stim Pro. It's not a really important piece of lore, but basically, it allows you to take care of your masturbation needs if need be. Or at least have simulated sex.
That you're a Quarian. How could he be so insensitive?
I still don't see why we're here. Solarians do not get married. My family simply negotiated a reproduction contract.
Whatever. It's the closest you guys get to a wedding, and that means you get a bachelor party. End of story.
I don't understand. Humans celebrate wedding contracts by tempting infidelity? That makes no sense.
Calm down, man. Don't embarrass me in front of the stripper.
What do Turians do? Do Turians do this too?
I'm just here for the drinks.
One of the voices sounds very much like... Who was the guy who voiced Raiden in Metal Gear Solid 2, 4, and... Oh, it's Quentin Flynn. I don't know if that is Quentin Flynn, but let me listen closely here.
You said that bachelor parties are for very close friends. We're just co-workers.
We've been co-workers for 5 years, though. Aren't Solarian years like dog years?
Okay, now that's offensive.
It might just be a high-pitched version of that voice, I don't know. Something just strikes me odd about this Solarian's voice there.
I appreciate the gesture, but my people don't even have sex drives the way humans do.
Uh-huh. Take a look at that, man. Everybody likes the Asari. Everybody.
But we actually reproduce by... My word. She is very limber. I can appreciate her dancing in an aesthetic manner, but I don't have feelings of... She is a lovely shade of blue.
Okay, that makes my legs hurt just watching it. And my knees are meant to bend that way.
This isn't as bad as I'd feared. It's actually... Is it warm in here?
Okay, you see that bit there?
The little divot in her abdomen?
It's called a belly button. Humans and Asari have them, and you're gonna be doing shots out of it later tonight.
That can't be sanitary.
Not the point, man.
I can understand why I might find Asari attractive, but how can they be attractive to humans too? They look just like Solarians.
What? They look exactly like us. I'm not seeing the Solarian thing at all. At all.
You're both wrong. Asari look just like Blue-Turians. Look at the head fringe.
Wait, you don't think they're like mind controlling us to see them as attractive, do you?
Please be quiet. You're going to ruin Asari for me. And there aren't many Turian women on Ilium.
Regarding the shots thing, it's a good idea you don't have a Quarian in the party is doing that.
Well, I suppose watching just one more dance wouldn't hurt.
That's the spirit.
As long as I'm not paying for the drinks.
I still don't see why we're here. Solarians do not get married. My family simply negotiated...
Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Now, Lantea is actually over here, but until Miranda Lawson is in our party, we can't really do much.
Excuse me, I'm waiting for someone.
So there we go. We won't be able to do anything with regards to Miranda's loyalty mission until Miranda is in our party. So it does stop us from having a loyalty mission without the relevant character in our party. Back in Mass Effect 1, you could go on to Garrus's mission against Dr. Salian / Dr. Hart without him in the party. You could even do that for getting Rex's family armor, but in Mass Effect 2, not so much. Not Mass Effect 2, you pretty much have to have them in your party, as they have scripted scenes designed to work specifically for their characters.
You're really holding out on me? I'm a man on the edge. I got nothing to lose.
Uh-huh.
I'll do anything to get the job done. I'll go all the way without a second thought.
Uh-huh.
Hey, look who it is, folks. It's our #1 fan, Conrad Verner. Back in Mass Effect 1, we were a bit of a goody two-shoes and convinced Conrad to go home to his wife. We're gonna hear more about his wife in Mass Effect 3. let me go back in for
You're really holding out on me? I'm a man on the edge. I got nothing to lose.
Uh-huh.
I'll do anything to get the job done.
Okay,
I'll go
yeah.
all the way without a
I just want to double check and make sure he didn't have a different line, but nope, I think that's it.
You're really holding out on me? You want to see how far I'll go? I learned how to shove a gun in people's faces from Commander Shepard?
Hey, if you know this idiot, can you rein him in before I slap his ass with a singularity?
Shepard? Is it really you? It's me, Conrad Verner. We met on the Citadel? I wanted to become a Spectre? And then you shoved a gun in my face? You showed me what it meant to be truly extreme. I learned that lesson well. So you're alive, huh? I hear it goes like that in the biz. Why don't you sit back and watch how it's done? I got some asses to kick.
Okay, point #1, I never shoved a gun in your face. I want to go ahead and just establish that. It's not my fault what Mass Effect 2 does with the import flags or what Mass Effect 1 does with the flags. I never threatened you at gunpoint. #2, I'm surprised Shepard is not going out at Conrad for stolen valor for wearing an N7 tag that he hasn't earned. I guess Shepard's just really cool about that sort of shit, but yeah. I think I can imagine plenty of N7s who might get pissed off over that sort of thing.
Conrad, why are you acting like me?
What, are you crazy? I'm nothing like you. I'm not a Spectre working for the Council. I'm on my own, backed only by my wits and my nerves. No rules, no laws, just whatever it takes to get the job done. I'm not like you at all.
Yeah, like me, who saved the Council and probably has earned the N7 commendation more than you. Yeah, buddy. Let me know how that works out for you.
How'd you get that armor?
Oh, they make some pretty convincing replicas these days, if you're willing to pay. Getting the whole getup was pretty expensive, but my wife was really supportive. She even paid for my shuttle fare off-world.
You gotta love that bartender. She knows what's going on.
So you just wander the galaxy righting wrongs?
Hey, don't say it like that. I talk to people, you know? Ask them if they have big problems that only I can solve. You'd be surprised how many people are just waiting for someone to talk to them. Sometimes I poke through crates, too. You know, for extra credits.
Word, man. Word.
Conrad, do you have any actual combat training?
I'm saving the galaxy, Shepard. I don't have time for training. Don't you get it? You were a big jerk, but you saved the galaxy and showed other races that humans mattered. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
Any decent security system will detect that you aren't in the military, much less part of my squad.
I just say that I'm deep cover and don't appear on systems. I'm doing the best I can, okay? You were a hero. You saved the galaxy and showed everyone what humanity could do. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
So now we can find out why Conrad Verner was trying to shake down the bar owner.
Why were you trying to get the deed to this place?
This place is actually a front for a red sand dealer. I need to take it over to crack the ring.
What? Who the hell told you that?
The owner of that weapons store near the carport. She's an undercover cop. She told me about it when I introduced myself.
Listen, crap for brains. First, we don't sell red sand. Second, red sand is legal on Ilium. You just need a license.
I'll talk to this undercover cop and figure out what's going on.
Thank you. If I kill annoying customers, it usually causes property damage. That comes out of my pay.
Just let me know if you need any help, Shepard.
I think the bartender held it up pretty well, apart from having the attitude, of course, which I don't blame her. Conrad being what he is, he's kind of a... maybe I'd call him piss and vinegar, but more like just misplaced fandom. You know, misplaced enthusiasm. A little too enthusiastic as a fan. Yeah, there's normal fandom, and then there's Conrad Verner. He's a special case of his own.
Thanks for taking care of that crazy guy. Saves me having to beat him to death with his own spine. That makes the other customers nervous. Anyway, this is Eternity, and I'm Athena, Asari matriarch and bartender. Get you anything?
You're an Asari matriarch? I thought matriarchs served as honored advisors.
Right. Which I do here at this bar. I know, not what you'd expect. But nobody on Thessia wanted to listen to my wise counsel, so here I am. Dad was a Krogan who fought in the Rachni Wars. My mother fought in the Krogan rebellions. I've pretty much seen it all.
If your mother fought in the rebellions and your father was a Krogan, didn't that cause tension?
They didn't meet until a few hundred years after the Turians put the boot in with the damn genophage. As far as either one knew, they were both just warriors. Dad boasted. Mom stayed quiet. Mom was a matriarch herself. Dad was near on 1,000 when the truth came out.
What happened when he found out?
I was about 100, shaking my ass in some sleazy bar. They got me on the link. Told me that they were gonna have it out, and made me promise to love whichever one survived. Turned out to be damn easy, since neither one did. Family, huh? What a kick in the quad.
You said your father fought in the Rachni Wars?
Yeah, when he was young. Loved showing off his war scars. Krogan think they're sexy. Me, I go for asses. When I was a girl, he'd tell me about landing on this poison-filled world and stomping a Rachni queen into muck. Scientists say all that stuff about us getting genetic material from the father is crap. Seems like I got a bit of his mouth, though.
Your mother fought in the Krogan rebellions?
I don't know whether she fought. She scouted, sniped a few people, and blew up a couple of space stations. You know, commando stuff. She'd put the old commando leathers on for special nights with Dad. Goddess, that was embarrassing.
What's it like living for nearly 1,000 years?
Violent. Wars break out. Colonies get destroyed. Sometimes you hear good news, like that colony on Pharaoh surviving. That's the exception, though. You find peace in whatever arms will hold you. Turian, Elcor, Hanar. Even had a pureblood daughter. I was the father. Didn't work out. And one day you wake up, your figure's gotten matriarchal, and everyone else is too young to remember how the Quarians looked inside those suits.
That is a very interesting tidbit of lore that she knows what the Quarians look like inside their suits. But there's also something else as well. Depending on what you did at Pharos in Mass Effect 1, I think her line may change slightly. The overall tone of her message remains the same, but if you unfortunately got Pharos to be dissolved by not doing the right things or doing too many problematic things, then sure dialogue will reflect that.
Why is a matriarch in a bar serving drinks?
It's better than what most other matriarchs are doing. Look at that screw-up with Saren and his Geth a few years back. Their ships were hanging bare-assed in space when Saren started shooting. If not for you humans, we would have bought it right there. And I warned him. Told people on Thessia what was coming and they didn't want to hear it.
What didn't they want to hear?
That art and philosophy and political prowess wasn't gonna cut it. We can't go a single Asari lifetime without some big war breaking out. We need to get our daughters working earlier, not spending their wild maiden years stripping or in merc bands. When I started talking about making new mass relays ourselves, they laughed the blue off my ass. So now, I serve drinks.
Fair enough.
Thanks for telling me about that.
That's what I'm here for, babe. Get you anything else?
I'd like something to drink.
Sure. I'll set up a tab at the drink kiosk. Knock yourself out. Literally, if you want. Just don't drink anything for Turians or Quarians. Does nasty things to your insides. Once saw Krogan drink a liquefied Turian on a dare 6 or 7 centuries back. Nobody came out of that one looking pretty.
Thanks for setting up the drinks.
Right. Don't eat the nuts in the Red Bowls. They're for Turians and Quarians. You'll get cramps.
He's pretty well adjusted for someone living 1,000 years and putting up with that kind of crap. Parents dying and...
If you're hurting for things to do, maybe after work...
Go ahead and move away from the conversation. We're gonna have to get to we'll get to Conrad's quest a little bit later and Liara's quest a little bit later. But there's also a little tidbit we're gonna find out when we do the Shadowbroker DLC regarding... Oh my god, I already forgot her name. Well, let me double check. Did they mention her name this time?
Oh yeah.
Welcome back, babe. Can I get you anything? Sorry, no sex. Just cleaned the bar.
Just looking around.
Pleasure as always.
They don't mention the name. Nope. And I actually don't even remember if I recall the name. So... I don't even remember if I ever learned the name. I might want to go ahead and look that shit up. But for the time being, that's pretty much it for now. I'm actually going to cut the video and audio here. We'll pick up next time. I'm trying to figure out what it was I wanted to talk about, and just like, I lost my train of thought completely. But just prepare for what's going to be probably an extended stay on Ilium for questing. I'm going to go ahead and park Shepard out here, leave her out here, take the keys out, and I think we're done. We're going to go ahead and just sign out here, folks. So thank you for tuning in. This is GreatTreeJam. I want to wish you guys a happy day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you might be in this universe or the next. Next time we'll try and wrap up some questing here and maybe do some extra stuff, some extra sightseeing. But until then, stay safe, have a good one.